So today I thought I'd do something different since like a lot of my videos are just talking and babbling on, knowing me. So I wanted to do one of the tag videos for a long time, and one of the tag videos I've wanted to do is the love tag, and yeah, so I'm just gonna do that today. I'm currently just sitting in my room. I was doing project work for college, but I just needed a break. So yeah, so I'm just gonna jump right to it. I think there's about like 7 questions. So if I keep looking over here, it's because I have the questions like glued to my wall kind of thing. So I'm not like just staring off into space. So yeah, the first question is, love to me is ... Well, to be honest, love to me is, I think it's like, it doesn't have to be a certain set of things. I think it can be like felt and towards personality, but I think it can be felt towards a place or like an animal or a thing. Like, I love my dog to pieces. I love my camera. I love my favorite place in the world would probably be, oh, I don't know, off the top of my head. See, there's some days I go to the beach with my sister and my dog, and I think when I go there with them too, especially, I just have this such a happy feeling. I love being in that place with them because I'm in their company and we always have such a good time, and I think that to me is kind of a love feeling, I guess. Yeah, and love can be towards anyone, and you can be in love with a person. You don't even have to be in love with a person. You can be in love with a place as well. You can be in love with a thing. A thing I'd be in love with would be books, or probably movies, or Ian Somerhalder, like anything. I know that's a person, but like, it's a person I'll probably never meet. So yeah, that's probably what love is to me. My battery is low. Great. It's not plugged in. That was plugged in. No, it wasn't plugged in. Great. Sorry. Next question is. Sorry, I just got really out of breath there. Do you believe love exists? Well, yeah, obviously, because love is a feeling. But do you believe love exists? But I don't think, like, as I said, I don't think it's a feeling. It can be just a feeling. I think it's a bunch of things, you know. Like, it can obviously be towards a person, but it can be towards many things. As I said, I think it'd be towards, like, my dog, for example. The zoo. I'm going to the zoo on Monday, so I love the zoo. Photographs. I'm just trying to look at anything in my room. Clothes, shoes, books, paper. I don't know, like writing on paper. That's really stupid. But like, it doesn't have to be like certain things. It can be objects. It can be, I don't know, nature. It can be places, as I said. It could be architectural kind of buildings. I don't know, like anything. I just think it can be anything. It kind of depends on the person, I suppose. I don't think that's plugged in, is it? Yeah, my laptop is plugged in. Or it could be like kind of a selfless kind of feeling. I think it can be. It's like it's your job to be like make people happy. Like, to me, I love making people happy, and to me, like, when I make someone happy, like, for example, yesterday I saw that my friend was like really sad about something, and I told her. I didn't even ask what was wrong. Like, I was like, okay, if you need anyone, I will be there. If you need anyone to talk to, I'll be there. If you don't want to talk about it, fine, but just please let me know that you're okay, you're happy, whatever. And in the end, she was okay. But to me, like, if I make a certain person happy, to me that is love, because it's something that I've kind of accomplished. It's kind of like I don't know, it's kind of like that, I suppose. It's kind of, if you make someone else happy and I feel happy, that to me is love as well. So yeah, I kind of rambled on that one, sorry. Oh, hickories are falling. Describe what you think is love. Well, I think love can be shown in many different ways. And I think that it can be shown through different emotions. It can be like if you're angry at someone, obviously, like if you're angry at someone, you're probably going to be pissed off anyway. But if you're fighting about something, most of the time, it's something stupid, but like you're kind of fighting for that person, kind of thing. Um, it doesn't always have to be like positive emotions. It can be negative emotions. If you're hurt about something and someone kind of shows you kind of love and affection and tries to be there for you through a certain time in your life, I think that is kind of what love is as well. But it may not seem like a lot of times, like through the negative emotions, that love is kind of in there, all of them. Like I know if like at a certain time when I was really 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 low, I didn't realize, like when my friends were trying to be there for me, I didn't realize how much love kind of thing was in that kind of part of what they were trying to kind of make me see, kind of thing. I know this is trying not making much sense, but if you're in a very low place at a certain time, the love is like the last feeling you feel, because you feel so alone. And like when you're trying to be there for someone who's been through that kind of thing, you just want to shake them and be like, I don't know, love can be just shown in so many ways. And I think for each person it's different, and it kind of, I don't know, it kind of depends on the person, like on how they see it, kind of thing. Yeah. Love is just kind of a confusing emotion, I suppose. Like I think with some people, like recently I've been really 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 close to some of my friends. I'm not going to mention who they are, but some of them you probably know. I've recently become friends with them, and I just, they just make me so happy, and that to me is love. I know I keep saying that to me is love, but it is at the end of the day. I need to turn it off. Just the next questions come up. Like that to me is love, and I'm coming at a stage where like I value their happiness and their existence more than I value myself. I know that sounds really like negative, but like I don't know, like what I really mean to say is that I value them so much that their happiness reflects my happiness, kind of thing. So putting that all together, it just kind of explodes into love, I suppose, kind of like that. I couldn't have explained that any more confusing than I already did. But yeah, and then also love with your family. There's a hair like stuck to my mouth. Also with my family, when it comes to love, like with Rachel even, they are more important to me, and their happiness is more important to me than anyone else's. And again, that to me is love. Like it's kind of how you value other people as well, how you see other people. So maybe that's just me, but I don't know. Next question is, my lips are very dry. Have you ever been in love? Well, not in a relationship, but I don't know, like, that's a really hard question. But I think back in the day when I was like really small, I think everyone, like their first crush or first friend or they fancied, I think their first love, I think everyone kind of felt like, oh, I'm in love with him, like I'm in love with her or whatever. But obviously that wasn't the case, because we were young, we were stupid, and we just kind of didn't know any better. But my first love, I suppose, I think, I don't know, what age was I? I think it was like 13, maybe. I'm 19 now. Like, now, he doesn't even talk to me, I don't even talk to him, like, even though he's one of my childhood friends. He never liked me back, so it was kind of like a crush, I suppose. I was like, oh my god, I love him. Like I've loved him for like 3 years. It's love. I just know it's love, whatever. But obviously, like as I said, he never liked me back and just squished my heart into a million pieces. But yeah, no, I have never been in love. I've never been in love, but I think I'm more so like in love with the fact of being in love, because I love all that, like when it comes to movies, I'm not really like a chick flick fan, but I would watch them. So I think all of that like romance in movies, and recently I didn't watch it. I read it about Tom Hiddleston, whatever. I can never pronounce his second name. He was being interviewed, and he was like one of his girlfriends at the time was in Paris, and he went to Paris and showed up. And she kind of like freaked out and scared her a bit, but I think that was really sweet of him. But I'm just like in love with all the feelings of being in love. Like I wish we were back in the day of like letter. I cannot speak today. Letter writing, because it's just so sweet. I was only thinking about it today. I was like, oh, I'd love to have a friend where we just write letters. It's no like online stuff. It's no Facebook. It's no Twitter. It's no Tumblr. It's no Instagram. I just love a friend that I just write letters to, because I think that's just more special in a way. But yeah, I think being in love. I've been in love with like celebrity and stuff, but I don't know. I think being in love is something I've yet to experience, but who knows. I don't really let myself get attached too easily, I suppose, when it comes to being in love. I really don't think, like, I always think if I ever let myself be in love, I'm just gonna get hurt really easily, and then I'm just gonna be really sad. Yeah, off that topic. That's the first page done. Next questions. Hold on. Next set of questions. What's the difference between being in love with someone and just having a crush? Well, obviously you have to kind of like figure that out if you're in love or if it's a crush. But to be honest, I really don't like this subject because, well, not the subject of love, but this question in particular, like, because it really annoys me when older people are like, oh, young people can't be in love. They don't know what love is. Like, I think love is different for everyone. I mean, everyone feels love in a different way. Like, even heartbreak, everyone feels it in a different way. They cope with it in a different way. Again, with love, they cope with love a different way. So, I don't know. The difference between being in love and just having a crush is like different for everyone, because you don't know. I think having a crush is like, oh, I don't know, if say you got a new boy in the class or something, and you're like, oh, he's so attractive, he's so hot, whatever, but you don't talk to him. Obviously that's a crush, because if you don't talk to him, if you're not friends with him, it's just a crush. You're not obviously in love with him, even though it feels like you are, I suppose. But I think being in love is much more of, like, it has much of a deeper meaning to it. I mean, if you kind of imagine that, like, spending the rest of your life with that person, no matter their faults, their flaws, their annoying traits, whatever, I think that's kind of a being in love kind of thing. But like, as I said, a lot of people think like young people can't be in love because apparently we don't know what being in love is. But like, I know I haven't been in love, but so I can't I can't really speculate or like say my opinion on the difference of being in love or having a crush. But I think that's kind of a question that is like thrown out to whoever is watching this video, or whoever is trying to decide if they're in love or have a crush, because it's just different. Everyone has different views on that, everyone has different opinions, and at the end of the day it's different for everybody. And wow, this is a very long video, didn't mean to have that very long. So yeah, who knows? I don't know, really don't know. What's your love language? I was really confused on this one, so I had to look up what that question meant. Um, right, the love language. Oh, yawn. Love languages are gifts, touch, words of words. Is it words? Yeah, just said that really long. Words, acts of service, and what's the last one? Quality time. Right. Oh, these are all falling down. Right there. Yeah. Gifts, touch, words, acts of service, and quality time. Right. Quality time. No doubt. Always, 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 always quality time for me. And also acts of service. To me, like, I have to spend a certain amount of time with a person to get to know them, to know like their dislikes, their likes, what movies they love, what books do they love, what music do they listen to, their family, their friends, college, school, anything, like their job, whatever. I just need to kind of absorb information from that person to kind of obviously get to know them, and for me to find an attractive trait about that person if I'm like growing to like them or whatever. But yeah, and also so I kind of like brainstormed down things before this video. Like, I love getting to know a person, as everyone loves getting to know people, but I think getting to know how like someone's personality works, how like their sense of humor is, like sense of humor and personality is a big thing for me. So when it comes to quality time, I think that is really good for that kind of thing. And then acts of service obviously ties into that, whether like they're willing to make an effort, and what are they like about, like around, if you're hanging around with your friends, if you're hanging around with a guy friend. Sorry, Tom, I was going up the stairs. Like, it kind of depends. Like, they have to show me like they care, obviously. Like, I hate those people who act like different around their friends because they're trying to show off or whatever. And also to tell me how they feel as well, because telling like maybe a potential boyfriend, person that you're grown to like, telling them how you feel and vice versa is really important. Not in just a relationship, but just in a friendship in general, because like, you never know what's going on in a person's mind. Like, they could be the happiest person on the outside, but inside they're just completely so self-conscious, they're so insecure, like they're vulnerable. You never know how a person is feeling, so it's better to know how they feel. And like, it's better to be one of the people in their life that they know they can trust you, and like they know that you're there for them, and all yada 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 yada. That's all that thing. But I think with quality time, there's a thing like with me when it comes to spending time with people, or like, it doesn't have to be just like guy I like, or like friend, like especially with friends or family. Well, not with just family, because I know this sounds really gangster, but I'm more of a home bird than anything else. I just love staying home, and that's not to say in a kind of antisocial way. It's just kind of I don't know. It's like just love being at home, because being in the comfort of my family and stuff kind of makes me happy. Anyway, yeah, when it comes to quality time, I think, see, I like my space, I like my freedom, I don't like being restricted to a certain kind of time schedule. Like, obviously with college that doesn't count, but I like, as I said, I love my space. I like to do my own thing. I like to do my own thing when I want to do it. Like, I don't want to be like, oh, then I have to do this, then I have to do this, then I have to do this, and then, like, I don't like having a schedule planned out each day. I'd like going through the day and doing things as they come, as like at my own pace. That's what I like. But when it comes to love life and my kind of routine of things, that kind of has to tie in as well, because at the end of the day, if I'm not happy doing something they want to do, I completely just lose it, and I always get really like down about it. I don't know why, it's just me. I just get really down about it because I can't do what I want to do, and that might sound so kind of selfish, and I know, but that's just the way I am. But yeah, like I just need my space. I need the other person to like understand that I can't be with them all the time, and like I need time to kind of see my family, see my friends, see love life, whatever. I just need, and some time to myself as well, because I know a lot of people don't like being on their own, but I've been on my own like most of my life, so I don't mind being on my own because I work well on my own. I kind of like being in my own like space bubble, I don't know, something like that. So yeah, quality time, as I said, and acts of service. I think I'm on the last question now. Yeah, the last question. Thank God, because this video is 20 minutes long and I just babble a lot, and I'm really sorry. Right, last question. Do looks matter when in love or / relationship? Oh well. That's a really hard question, but I think in general, no. No, well, to me, I don't know. Well, to me, I suppose I love a good personality, I love a good sense of humour, and I love, that ties in with a sense of humour, people who just genuinely can make me laugh out loud. If I throw my head back and just laugh, that is seriously one of the most amazing feelings, and I instantly think I can connect with that person because they've made me laugh. But to get past all that, like, well, before you get past all the personality, I think someone has to kind of something attractive about them in general. It doesn't have to be their looks. Like, I always find in general that people, I can find something attractive. Like, it might be, I don't know, their hair, their eyes, a beard. Beards are really attractive anyway, but if they're cuddly, like, I don't know, they always have something physical or emotional or mental, whatever, like attractive about them. It's not really about looks, to be honest. It's just all about personality and humor at the end of the day. For me, anyway. Like, yous might be different, but I don't know. But you know, for me, people don't have to be extremely like hot or anything, or extremely attractive. Like, when I grow to like a person more, they instantly become more attractive anyway. So, but yeah, to answer that question, I think there's a few guys who I think, like, who I know obviously, who I think are attractive, but like I don't fancy them, so I don't think looks have anything to do with being in a relationship or being in love or whatever, because at the end of the day, as I said a while ago, it is different for everyone, and I think it's kind of shallow if you're, well, this was just my opinion, if you just concentrate on looks in general, or like money even. I think that's just really shallow of the person, because at the end of the day, it's just not all it looks. Like, what about if they grow old and just, I don't know, whatever. Yeah, so this is a really long video. I actually didn't realise how long it was until I looked. It's like 23 minutes long, nearly 24. Yeah, so I have to prepare a speech for Tuesday, and I really just don't want to because I'm so scared. But yeah, I have to because it's part of like one of my exams, and it's like 10% of my course, so I know that may not seem like a lot, but it is. I should talk for like 5 minutes about photography or certain photographers, so fingers crossed I do well. I just know I'm just gonna break down or something. Anyway, I have to write my speech and go through it, so yeah, if you've watched this like through the whole thing, thanks, because I just babbled. I babble a lot, if you haven't noticed. So yeah, yeah, I better go because this will be really long, and YouTube probably won't let me upload this, so if it's really long. So yeah, yeah, better do some work. I'm going to watch Supernatural as well. I'm on season 8, episode 10. So yeah, nearly there till season 9. Can't wait. So yeah, I will see you soon next time. If I might do a tag video next time as well, but who knows. So yeah, bye for now, and have a good Saturday night. Bye bye.